Hello and welcome. So, you've registered, gone through that tedious process, and you've logged in. First of all, find your school. I've called my school Schoolbert. Go to members. Check that you have these 4 roles: manager, coach, staff, and if you didn't link your Discord, you don't have your Discord, don't worry about that. So make sure you have these 3 roles actually: manager, coach, staff. If you don't, it was set up wrong, please email info@mihsef.org and we will fix that for you. Second thing, go to settings, administration, make sure you have read, update, and manage teams. You have full control. If you have all of that, full control of your entire team. This is a power user platform, a power esports league platform. This is meant for professional teams, collegiate level, and power leagues to use. So it can be very complex. This UI can be very complex, but it's very, very powerful. What we're going to do actually is use the new dashboard because it's a little bit simpler. So we have this button up here, this dash button. Down here, there's always this dash button too. You can't see it, so let me fix my screen. And where I was pointing is down here, in the bottom left. Down here. So click one of those. It's going to bring you to the dashboard. As you can see, I have Grand Rapids West Catholic and Schoolbert as schools. One thing it might bring you is to the comms area. Ignore down here in the bottom left, there's comms dashboard. Ignore this comms area for now. This is actually going to be where you go communicate on match day. All of your matches will be here. For MiHSEF, all matches will be here. Schedules, you'll communicate, and all of your match data input and everything will be here too. Don't worry about this right now. Make sure you're on this dashboard, bottom left dashboard. And make sure you're on activities. Second one down, activities. And there's 2 buttons here, teams and members. So manage members, manage your teams. Okay, we're gonna go to members. We're gonna start here. If you're new, all you'll have is yourself. Okay, these right here are just quick filters. We're just filtering on whoever we want. Okay, click back on all members, we can see everybody. Let's say we want to invite new people. We just go to invite members. We want to turn on our invite. We want to turn this on. We can turn off our invite. That means nobody can join our team anymore. We're going to turn it on. Click this code. We can generate a new code if we ever want to. Click this code and send it to our students. They will create accounts and be added to our team. Okay. Now, we've added our students. They're showing up here. We want to give them the proper role. So proper role. All we do is edit right here, this little edit button. And you can make them a captain, a player. You can give them multiple roles. Maybe you've added your coach on here, right? So, you know, let me find a coach. Here we go. So I could have a coach on here. Maybe I have a student that's kind of like a stat keeper for wrestling that helps out with the team. I could make them a stats person and a manager for the team because they're helping out. Some leagues do eligibility checks every week. Some conferences and leagues that feed into us in our state championships, so they, with their weekly eligibility check, they might set some students as ineligible for that week, so they can't play. as your team evolves over the years, you can put people as graduated. If they leave your school, you put them as traded. But generally, you always just put them as removed. When you put them as removed, they'll be removed from this list and you'll never see them anymore. Okay. Now, if I'm pressing on a player, I can always press the add to team, and this will show me all my teams. This is like a quick add to team button in the top right. But we're going to focus now on the teams tab. Let's go to teams. When I'm on this teams tab, this will show me a full schedule of all of my matches for the entire month of January. That's what it defaults to, is the month. I can click to show just this week's matches, and I can click to show all of today's matches for all the teams. I can also cycle through my teams, right? Cycle through my teams and go to a day, week, or month view. Note that this record here will be your team's lifetime record. Your team's lifetime record. So over the years, your team's lifetime records will change. Okay. Now, these right here are just quick filters for what game to filter on your team to make it a little bit easier to get through your teams. I'll show you how to create a team real quick. Right down here at the bottom, we have the Create Team button. Activity. Let's say I'm on all teams and I hit that Create Team button. It'll show me every single activity. So let's go back to Activities team. Let's close this real quick. See if it'll reset it. I don't have any activity set. Especially if you don't have the activity here, only teams that you have games for will show up as filters here. So let's say I want to do Black Ops 6, right? I have to search in all of these games, Black Ops 6. This eventually will be filtered down just to the games we're offering in season, but for now it's every activity possible. Obviously, JV Varsity is what you select against, co-ed, and don't worry about a color. We're going to add a team. You can see it adds us a filter over here because we now have that type of activity or game. Again, don't worry about color. We're now working with the right side here. Manage team members. So manage team members right here. And add player. And I can just scroll through and find whatever player I want. This will get a little bit of an update and be a little bit more manageable in the future, but it does let me just go through and add Call of Duty is 4v4. Just so everybody knows. And one thing you can do, let's say, oh man, I forgot, like, Iceman is my captain for this team. Oh, cool. I can just edit the role right here. He's the captain, right? And actually this guy's a manager, but he's also the coach for the team. All right, cool. And you can also do ineligibility just from this team. Okay. Any changes here do not apply to active rosters once you have registered this roster. Okay. So we'll exit. That team is set. You can go back to manage team members. You can see all the team there. You can go to team settings. Tons of settings in here. Don't really have to worry about anything in here. This is really, if you want to change around like your colors, your avatar for the team, nameplates, stuff like that, you can. But no rhyme or reason to really go in there for what we're doing. Okay. Now comes the fun part. Let's add this team to a season. So here's our leagues. Once High School Esports League gets fully moved over here, they will be an option here. Our league is an option here. And we're working on getting Southwest Michigan added here too. And any of our regions we're going to be eventually added right in here. Any conference affiliations we want to be added in here, so you can just go through them and register. So I select MiHSEF here. I go to leagues, like I said. Make sure to select your school. So we now have the ability to let you easily switch between schools. One reason for that is, at Grand Rapids West Catholic is the high school. I might have 4 or 5 feeder middle schools that feed into West Catholic, and I need to manage them too. So being able to go between all these schools very quickly and register my teams is super helpful. Okay. So if we do have middle schools and high schools, and you're managing it under one account right now, we can split those out for you now, and it should make management a little bit easier for you. So Grand Rapids West Catholic, I click MiHSEF. I'm going to click the game I'm registering for, Call of Duty CDL rule set. No eligible teams. No eligible teams. So you will see this once in a while. The reason is because it's a varsity division. And I'll swap that out real quick. If you see no eligible team, so there's a reason I did this so that we can see the creation here. Let's say you don't want to go create a team in your regular team activity. You're like, I can figure it out. So I go here. You actually have team creation here too. So you can select varsity. If you're in JV, let's say, you can select JV. Co-ed, don't worry about color. You can create your team here. Now I've created a team. It'll actually tell you what's wrong with the team. So this team is created. It's in the season, but it can't register because it can't complete registration because there's issues with it. There's issues with it. So manage event roster. This one needs a coach. So we'll add in the coach, and let's add in some players. Let's go back. All right, all set to register. So I click on the game I'm registering team for. This is what it looks like when your team is set to register. Click it, register button, and in progress. So, oops, I created another team. So created another team. Just add some players for that team too. And I'm going to add them all. This is the rostering portion. You need to roster your players after you register. This one needs a coach. And you need a coach and manager on your team. Okay? Coach, manager, be you or another coach. So this team is registered. This one says in progress, right? Reason it's in progress is because you don't have your event roster. Like this one has our event roster and it has our staff. This one only has staff. So we go to manage event roster. We just add our players. Max player is 8 because it's double the team size.